All right. So what we were talking about yesterday was our linear regression. We were doing a linear regression analysis. So where we went through all the steps and things like that. So now we're talking a lot about this regression line. So some of the questions we're going to get asked is they've given us here, if you look, we've been given the scatter plot already, and we've got the response variable and the explanatory variable. And so they've given us this, and they want us to get the equation of that line. So the line they're actually talking about is this line here. Okay, so the way I'm going to show you how you get that equation of the line when you're given this information like this. So you're given the line on a scatter plot. So you don't have the table of values, so you can't enter all that in. So the steps are up there, and so we'll go through them. So it says step 1, mark 2 coordinates that lie on the regression line. So not dots, 2 points that are on that red line. So say, for example, I chose 21. Now, the other one to be really careful here, this is showing you this, because that says 21 down there, this is not the y-intercept. So that, if you should write that, that's not the y-intercept. So you do need to work that out as well. You can't just read it off. Because it's not 0 down the bottom, that means it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 2 points that line goes through. So what I did is I picked this one, and I said that was, the point was 21, 17.4. So I can obviously read it a little bit better on the actual paper. And then I picked another one, and what I picked was this 26. The line went through here. So I said this point, and I said that was 26, and I said 19.1. I could read that. So then what I did over here is you pretend like you have a little mini list. So on the calculator, you go into lists and spreadsheets, and this is a case where you can call it X and Y if you like, because we're not really, or I could call it wrist circumference if I want. Maybe I will. So, my X value is ankle circumference. I might just call it AC and WC, wrist circumference. All I'm going to do is put those 2 points in. So I've got 21 and 17.4, and I have 26 and 19.1. So I've picked 2 points the line has gone through. Doesn't matter which 2 points, it'll be just as long as you've got 2. And then what I do is I just do like we normally do to get the equation of the line, menu, stats, and A plus BX. And then I pop this in. This was ankle circumference. Sorry, this one was wrist. Okay. And there you go. And you can see how I've then got the A value. So I've then written this out, the equation. I can find the equation. So that's what you can get asked. So that's one thing that you can get asked on the exam. They may ask you to find the equation of the line. So there's how you do it. Now, the other thing, so here we've got another example. I won't actually go through it, but you can see, once again, this is not 0. So because this is not 0, this is not the y-intercept. So be very careful. So you can't say it's the A value. And you can see anyway, because when you look down here, when I calculated it, the A value is actually, the y-intercept's 134. So they're not really showing you the whole graph here, or the whole axis. So anyway, I've picked 2 points. So you can see I've put the 10 and the 92. So I picked that one, and I picked this one, this down here. I picked 24 and 32, and I did the same, and I wrote out the equation. So that's how we can do that. Now, the other thing that you could get asked to do, and really important, is you are asked to draw the regression line on the equation, on the graph. So they've given you the scatter plot with the dots, but what they're asking you to do is draw this what they say is the equation, or the linear squares line, on the scatter plot. So what you have to do there is you have to calculate 2 points using the equation. So what we're going to do is we're going to I'm going to use when X is 5 or the entry fee is 5. So what I'm doing is I'm subbing when X equals 5 into the equation. So number of entries equals 50.4 minus 2.1 times 5. So I've put it when that's 5 and I get 39.9. So when it's 5, it's 39.5. So I'm just going to put a little cross there. There, I've marked that one. And then I'm going to pick another one. So I'm just going to pick 15. It doesn't matter which two you pick. You just need to try sub in two values, but try to get it so it's in your page so that you can see it. So I know that will be in it. So I'm going to put sub X equals 15. So number of entries would be 50.4 minus 2.1 times 15. And I end up with 18.9. So when it's 15, I go to 18.9, which was, roughly around here. So it's a little bit easier, on your paper because you can read. I'm on the computer. So the next thing you do is just get your ruler and then you join your dots up. Sorry, this is going to be like that. And you join your dots up and you draw your line. And so there you've got your equation. So what the examiners will be doing is they're going to look, so see how mine's a little bit off. See how this is 50.4? Should have been crossing up there. It's only because I'm on the computer. Hopefully you can be a bit more accurate. They'd be looking that there's an area where it crosses. And also on their marking sheet, they probably have an area here that they know it should cross, and they'll be making sure yours matches up. All right. So let's try another one. So here, we're going to draw the line on this one as well. So I'm going to sub in 4 and I'm going to do 16. So when I sub in X equals 4 into the equation, so lifespan equals 42.1 minus 1.9 times 4. I end up with 34.5. So when it's 4, it's 34.5, so roughly there. And then I'm going to sub in X equals 16. I have just randomly picked two X's. I'm just trying to make it so they're on my page. So I try to pick ones that I can see there. So lifespan equals 42.1 minus 1.9 times 16. So we do that and we get 11.7. So this one would be 11.7. So, roughly there. And then I'm going to freehand this. Is going to be bad, but you're going to draw your line. Sorry. Match up. You'll get your ruler, draw your lines.